What's cackling, everybody? Welcome back once again to the definitive cereal tier list. For each episode, I take a cereal, put it on the tier list, so you know how good it is. I'm your host, Tucker, and this episode, back with more spookiness for Apple Jacks with Spooky Marshmallows. Now, last episode, we did our other Spooky Marshmallows Halloween cereal for the year. There's a third one, Fruit Loops. Don't feel the need to do that because we've done Fruit Loops with marshmallows before. Nothing new there. But last episode, for the one we did do, we did chocolate frosted flakes with marshmallows, or as I've put it on here, Choco FF with marsh, because space is limited. And that managed to get a B, which was in line with Count Chocula and both chocolate frosted flakes and frosted flakes with marshmallows. So all around, pretty consistent there. Apple Jacks, also a B. So we'll see if marshmallows really change anything there, if it'll be a frosted flake situation where it kind of stays the same, or a Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebble situation where it sort of knocks it down a bit. And worth noting, because I didn't do this last episode, but these are the same marshmallow pieces, and it's a bat, a ghost, and Frankenstein, which is very clearly Count Chocula, Blueberry, Frankenberry. So getting real direct with the comparisons here. And we got Cinnamon dressed up like a Frankenstein. So they really know what they're trying to do here with these. And I applaud them for that. So keep it up with your spooks. But we're just going to go ahead and open this up. See what it's like. Much cleaner open. The cinnamon scent. Almost feels more cinnamony than I remember Apple Jacks being, but Apple Jacks is pretty early on, so. So visually, what we're noting here looks the same as normal Apple Jacks. Not much of a change there. Same as how it was last time, so that's totally fine. Poor Frankenstein's in a bad way. Marshmallow-wise, looks a little less than chocolate Frosted Flakes did. Could just be, layers, but possibility not going to be as consistent this time. All right. Sure. Marshmallow wasn't super noticeable in that bite, mostly just cinnamon and then apple flavor. But, that's not a bad flavor. We like Apple Jacks. So, we'll see how it progresses. So it seems like the initial assessment about the marshmallows was correct. There is less here than in chocolate frosted flakes with marshmallows. So that's a bit of a bummer. But marshmallow cereals, that seems to happen a lot where ratios are inconsistent or usually kind of low. So understandable, not completely unexpected. But still would have liked to see a bit more. Because right now that just means it mostly just tastes like Apple Jacks, which is good. Apple Jacks, good cereal. But I think I just want a bit more of a difference. Bring more spook to your cereal. All right, now let's check out the milk. See how we're doing there. If it's cinnamony, apple-y, Yeah, I think more cinnamon flavor. But also where I am in the bowl, much more orange pieces than green pieces, so kind of makes sense. And that cinnamon flavor, I think generally is going to be stronger than the apple flavor anyway. Yeah, tastes like Apple Jacks milk, which again seems to be sort of the theme for this one. It's Apple Jacks. It's not that different, which again, fine, just sort of a bit of a letdown. But really, I think my biggest disappointment with this is that it wasn't spooky enough. Like 3 O's, not the correct amount of O's for how spooky this cereal was. Not cool. So Apple Jacks with marshmallows is in a bit more of an interesting situation than chocolate frosted flakes with marshmallows was. Well, first off, there's no direct monster cereal comparison. Frankenberry and Blueberry are both very specific fruit flavors, and Apple Jacks is obviously apple cinnamon, which is different than both of those. But then also, it's much more like normal Apple Jacks than the other one was like normal chocolate frosted flakes. Partially, really probably mostly, because the marshmallow count was pretty low, so they didn't really change much of the flavor, and Apple Jacks are already like fairly crunchy, so you're not really noticing much change in the texture area as well. So in a lot of ways, it's just very similar to Apple Jacks, as I've been saying, but it does stand to be different from the Halloween themed cereals. So it's like weird pros and cons almost. So what's gonna happen is that Apple Jacks with spooky marshmallows, it's gonna be a B. I thought about, is it, knocked down to a C, but it's still mostly just Apple Jacks, and that's a good cereal. So it not being spooky enough, I don't think is enough as a reason for it to be C, because it's still got good taste, good crunch, all that, and just like occasional bit of marshmallow in there. So it's not really a bad thing happening there, especially compared to normal Apple Jacks. And then, like I said, it's unique compared to a lot of the other Halloween themed cereals, so it gets a bit of a boost there. I just wanted it to be spookier, just like commit to the Spooky Marshmallows thing a bit more. That's kind of the really only issue I have. So really, the one message I have, if anyone from Kellogg's is seeing this for some reason, commit more to the Spooky Marshmallows next year. Just go all in. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. In the comments below, post your general thoughts. If you managed to find this spooky cereal and given it a try, let me know if maybe the fact that it was very much like Apple Jacks was more like you were happy with that, or maybe you were more disappointed in the lack of commit to spookiness. Let me know either way. As I mentioned at the top, there is a third spooky Kellogg cereal, which is Fruit Loops, but I'm not going to do that because not really necessary. We've done Fruit Loops with marshmallows before. So if there's another spooky cereal that you know of that you want me to look out for next year, let me know. If there's a spooky cereal you hope exists next year, also let me know in the comments about that. Get some dreams of possible spooky marshmallows in the future. Also, I'd like to have a in memoriam section here real quick. I was gonna put up my pumpkin that I carved like up here in the background, but it's not in a great way right now, which carved them kind of early, so like maybe I'll put a picture of it here, maybe not, we'll see how I'm feeling. But I like that pumpkin. I worked hard on it, so I wanted to show it, but yeah, it's not looking great. But until next time, stay spooky.